I'm changing the radiator on my '06 Malibu 3.9 liter. Now I've seen some videos online, they say you can take everything off the front and pull it out the top. But I looked at the book, and the book said no, you just loosen things and you pull the radiator out the bottom. You'll see that my wheels are off the ground. I had to jack the car up a little bit to fit the radiator out of there. There's a broomstick along the top, and on each end of it I've got a little wire, this is a wire, tied to the air conditioner condenser each side, and that's keeping the air conditioner suspended so I could release the radiator and the electric fans. It was all attached. There's the old radiator, there's the electric fans. Now there's a couple things I've found that aren't necessarily true. For one thing, here's the new radiator. This is the second one I bought today. I went to O'Reilly's, I bought a radiator. Here, this is the way it goes. There's the transmission lines going in and out. There's water hole there, water hole there, and the O'Reilly's radiator had a third hole right here. That didn't work. I went back to O'Reilly's, I argued with them, they finally gave my money back. I bought this one at AutoZone. This one also has the hole there, however, if you see, there's a clamp on it so that water won't shoot out the first time you fill it up. And notice the original radiator, go over here, here's the old one, it does not have a hole here. So if you buy one online or go to O'Reilly's, make sure first before you leave, there should not be a hole here. If there is a hole, make sure it's plugged up and has a clamp on it. This original one has this little, I don't know what you call that stud, what it's for, but there is no hole there. Second thing I've noticed that's wrong, when I was at the store I bought this tool for pulling the transmission coolant lines off of the old radiator. This does not work. This was a waste of $8. I shouldn't have bought it, because the original one, here's the line. I ended up just unscrewing them because I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. The original one, it goes on like this, the line comes in the end, but there's a little clip. There's a little clip holding it on, holding everything together. You got to get a screwdriver, little screwdriver like this, and take this clip off, and then that line will slide right out. I didn't know that. The book doesn't tell you this, and the guys on the internet don't tell you this, so I'm telling you now. All you need is a screwdriver to take those, slide those lines out. And you'll see I got something there to catch the transmission fluid. That stuff squirts all over the place. Look at that. Looks like a senile Dexter. Here, that's nasty. So now I'm going to put the fans back on. Before I took everything out, these were hard to figure out. Let me show you how the wires that go to each fan, obviously it unplugs here. That was easy. You pull it out and slide it off, no problem. But the wire goes through this little hole, and let me show you how this went together, because that took a while to figure it out. It's clamped on. Put a screwdriver in, a flathead screwdriver in 90-degree angle, and then twist like that to separate, to cause this to bend like so sideways, and then it flops off. It doesn't open straight up and down. It'll close down, but it won't open straight up and down. No more leaks. I got the new radiator in the car. You see I was able to back it up out of the driveway so I can get some kitty litter on the crime scenes here. A couple things I did on it. First of all, I replaced the two hose clamps. These are the original ones, and you see you need a big bite from pliers or channel locks to get on it. And if you've ever tried taking it off, the hose off on the car, especially the lower hose, it's really hard. You can barely even see it. So I replaced both of these with the kind that has a screw, so I can just get a little skinny screwdriver down in there and tighten it or loosen it. Another thing, when I took out the old radiator, this fell down on the ground. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's part of the old radiator or just part of the car that I can't figure out. The new radiator did not have one of these, whatever it is, but it's a little black plastic thing with some kind of a seal on it, a gasket, and it's threaded. The little hole in the little bolt in the middle is threaded. So if anybody knows what this is for, let me know. I might need it. I'm not going to throw it away in case it's something critical for the car.